Samsung Kickoff is brought to you by Samsung.
Competing in today's Samsung Kickoff, the Malaya Superstars go head-to-head with the Thai Reds. The Malaya Superstars from Selangor are Hafiz, who's 24 and a marketing director, his brother and colleague, 23-year-old Nizam, who is mad about Manchester United. They're taking on the Thai Reds. Last year's beaten Kickoff finalists are Chet, a 24-year-old credit analyst, and Pai, a hard-hitting journalist from Bangkok. Malaysia up against Thailand in Samsung Kickoff. It's the search for the most knowledgeable football fans in Asia. And if you think you know football, then Samsung Kickoff is the show for you. Two teams go head-to-head tonight. The Malaya Superstars against the Thai Reds, led into battle by our resident captains. On my right-hand side, former Tottenham and Liverpool star Paul Walsh. Would it be fair to say that you've drilled your team well, or have they been drilling you, Paul?
I think they've been drilling me, Andrew. A little bit nervous, to be fair, but I think they can't wait for it to get started.
Absolutely, nothing to worry about until I start asking the questions. John Beresford with last season's runners-up. Confident of going all the way this time?
I think so, yeah. I think the experience will make a difference this year.
Good stuff. Some absolutely fabulous prizes up for grabs here on Samsung Kickoff. Let's remind you what they are. For the winners of Samsung Kickoff is a once-in-a-lifetime, all-expenses-paid trip to London to catch Chelsea in action against the team of their choice, as well as a magnificent 40-inch Bordeaux Plus LCD TV each. For our runners-up, well, they'll get one of these crystal-clear LCD screens each, and for everybody else, we've got the very latest in home theatre, digital cameras, mobile phones and MP3s, all courtesy of our very good friends at Samsung. The formalities are over. Let's get into the action. The first round is one-on-one, 3 rounds, where the fastest on the buzzer gets the advantage. Let's play one-on-one. Our first round of one-on-one is called Great Goals. Name the goal scorer and win the right to answer 3 bonus questions. For the Malaya Superstars on my right, I have Nizam. On my left, it's Pai for the Thai Reds. Fingers on buzzers, gentlemen. Who scored this great goal? Pai.
Paul Scholes
Is the correct answer. 3 more questions on Paul Scholes. How many World Cups has Scholes played in? Have to hurry you.
1.
The answer is 2. Which current League One side does Scholes support?
Nottingham Forest.
Wrong. The answer is Oldham Athletic. Paul Scholes was the first England player to do what at the old Wembley Stadium?
Score a hat-trick.
Wrong. The answer is get sent off. Let's have a look at great goal number 2. Fingers on buzzers, gentlemen. Who scored this? Yes, Pai
Peter Beardsley.
is the correct answer. Beardsley was signed twice by which northeastern club?
Newcastle United.
Correct. Everton signed Beardsley from which club? Have to hurry you.
Liverpool.
Is the correct answer. Beardsley had 2 playing spells with which Canadian club? Have to hurry you. The answer is the Vancouver Whitecaps. That is the end of our Great Goals round. We're going to play Connections next as our next 2 contestants come down to the hot zone. Let's have a look at the scores. It's the Thai Reds who are out of the blocks fastest with a lead of 4 points to 0 after the first round of one-on-one. It's time now to play Connections. Something links these next 4 people, and we need Hafiz or Chet from the Malaya Superstars or the Thai Reds to tell us what it is. Gentlemen, fingers on buzzers. First one in to get it right earns the right to answer 3 more bonus questions. What connects these 4 people? Michel Platini, Gérard Houllier, Jacques Santini. Yes, Hafiz.
French coach.
Yes, I will accept that. All managers of the French national side. 3 more questions to come, Hafiz. Which country did France beat in the 1998 World Cup final?
Brazil.
Correct. In which year did Michel Platini captain France to their first European Championship title?
1982.
The answer is 1984. Gérard Houllier helped develop France's celebrated National Youth Academy, but where is it based?
Marseille.
No, the answer is Clairefontaine. It's time to play Connections Part 2. I want you to identify the connection, gentlemen, between these 4 individuals. Salvatore Schillaci, Eusebio, Gerd Müller. Yes, Hafiz.
Top scorer in the World Cup.
I will accept that. Which country did Eusebio play for?
Portugal.
Correct. Davor Šuker played international football for Croatia and which other country?
Yugoslavia.
Correct. Which Japanese side did Schillaci play for between 1994 and 1997? Have to hurry you. The answer is Jubilo Iwata. And that is the end of our connections round. We're going to play the grid next, but in the meantime, let's have a look at the scores. Connections proved to be a very fruitful round for the Malaya Superstars. They take the lead by 5 points to 4. It's time now to play the grid. Behind the grid you see on your screen will be a well-known football personality. The 2 captains who join me in the hot zone have to identify that person as we slowly unveil it. 3 bonus questions to follow. Paul Walsh on my right, John Beresford on my left. Identify this well-known football personality. Yes, Paul.
Ray Clements.
Is the correct answer. 3 more questions to follow on Ray Clements. Ray Clements' son currently plays for Leicester City. What is his first name?
Stephen.
Correct. Which English club did Ray Clements play more games for? Was it Liverpool or Tottenham Hotspur?
Liverpool.
Uh,
Is the correct answer. Bill Shankly signed Clements from which current championship club?
Scunthorpe.
Is the correct answer. Let's play grid number 2. Who, gentlemen, is this? Yes, John.
Paul Robinson.
Is the correct answer. Which England manager famously dropped Robinson for a crucial European Championship qualifier against Croatia?
Steve McLaren.
Correct. Paul Robinson began his professional career at which current League One club?
Leeds United.
Correct. Against which club did Paul Robinson score his first professional goal? Have to hurry,
Birmingham.
John. No, the answer is Swindon Town. That completes the grid and 1-on-1. Let's have a check on the scores. The Malaya Superstars lead after 1-on-1 by 9 points to 7. The referee has blown his whistle, which means it's time for a break here on Samsung Kickoff, but it's an opportunity for you to get involved and pick up a really great prize in our very special SMS competition. Here's another chance to get hold of the latest in MP3 technology from Samsung. Taking part couldn't be simpler. All you have to do is tell us who scored this great goal. Was it A, Sean Wright-Phillips, B, Michael Essien, or C, Salomon Kalou? If you think you know the answer, SMS Kickoff, followed by either A, B, or C, to the numbers that you see on your screen. And who knows, that magical MP3 player could soon be winging its way to you. We'll announce the winner next week. For now, we're headed for a break. Welcome back to Samsung Kickoff, where the Malaya Superstars have a narrow 2-point lead over the Thai Reds. It's now time to play the draw. There are 10 balls, and each ball refers to a specific category. Each team will have 10 questions or 1 minute on that category. Let's have a look at the options for the Malaya Superstars. It's all about the luck of the draw, but the Malaya Superstars could be answering questions on feeder clubs, England in 1966, or even White Lions. Gentlemen, pick a ball, any ball, from rows 1, 2, 3 or 4.
Right, well, I think we're going to go centre midfield, Andrew. That's
Right in the
one.
middle?
Yeah, you got it.
You have chosen category 3, which is all about European football. 10 questions on players, managers and clubs from Europe. Can I have 1 minute on the clock, please? Your 60 seconds start right now. Who are the current holders of the European Championship trophy?
AC Milan.
Wrong, the answer is Greece. Who is this?
Stoichkov.
First name.
Bristow.
Correct. Which individual honour did Stoichkov win in 1994?
European Footballer of the Year.
Correct. Who plays their home football at the Mestalla?
Valencia.
Correct. In which country do Brøndby play their domestic
Denmark.
football? Correct. Who is this?
Del Piero.
First name.
Alexander.
I can't accept that. It's
Alessandro, I
Alessandro.
said.
Del Piero's Juventus, and which other club play in the city of Turin?
Torino.
Correct. Which team has won the most Belgian league titles?
Anderlecht.
Correct. Which team won the last ever European Cup Winners' Cup?
Seville.
Wrong, the answer is Lazio. Who are the current... Cannot complete the question. Your time is up, and at the end of your first round of the draw, you have scored 6 points. Let's have a look at the categories on offer for the Thai Reds in their first round of the draw. The possibilities are Colombian cuts, the playmakers, the world according to Key. All right, it's the luck of the draw. Pick the ball.
Straight down at the bottom.
This one down here.
That's the one.
You have chosen category 6. You have 10 questions or 1 minute on the 80s. Don't forget, I can only accept the answer from the captain. Can I have 1 minute on the clock, please? Your 60 seconds start right now. Which Dutch striker was voted European Player of the Year in 1988 and 1989?
Marco van Basten.
Correct. Who is this?
Diego Maradona.
Correct. Who did Maradona score 2 goals against in the 1986 World Cup quarter-final?
England.
Correct. Kevin Keegan, Chris Waddle and Peter Beardsley all played for which club in the 1980s?
Newcastle United.
Correct. Which player did Tottenham Hotspur sign for £2 million from Newcastle in 1988?
Paul Gascoigne.
Correct. Who is this?
Bobby Robson.
Correct. Can you name England's other manager during the 1980s?
No, pass.
The answer is Ron Greenwood. Which 2 countries hosted World Cups during the 1980s?
Spain and Mexico.
Correct. Which legendary Italian defender was part of Italy's squad for the 1982 World Cup? I cannot complete the question. At the end of your first round of the draw, Thai Reds, you have scored 7 out of a possible 10. Time to move on now to the Malayan Superstars, your second round of the draw. Would you like to pick a ball? You know the categories.
I think we'll go to right back of the back four, Andrew.
It's category number 7. It refers to fullbacks. You have 60 seconds, 1 minute or 10 questions. Remember, I will only accept answers from your captain. Can I have a minute on the clock, please? Your 60 seconds start right now. Carlos Alberto was captain of which World Cup winning team?
Brazil.
Correct. Who is this?
Lilian Thuram.
Correct. Thuram scored 2 goals in the 1998 World Cup semi-final for which country?
Croatia. Croatia.
Wrong. The answer is France. Which country does Emmanuel Eboué play his international football for?
Ivory Coast.
Correct. Which 1950s Tottenham fullback went on to become a highly successful England manager?
Pass.
The answer is Sir Alf Ramsey. Who is this?
Christian Ziegler.
Incorrect. The answer is Christian Ziege. Ziege moved from Bayern Munich to which Italian club?
Pass.
The answer is AC Milan. Which three London clubs has Ashley Cole played for?
Arsenal, Chelsea, QPR.
No, the answer is Arsenal, Chelsea and Crystal Palace. At the end of your second round of the draw, Malaya Superstars, you have scored 3 points. Time now for your second bash at it. Would you like to pick a ball?
Top nearest to you, Andrew.
This one here. You've chosen category number 7 as well. And you have 60 seconds on Scottish football. Can I have a minute on the clock, please? Your minute starts now. Goalkeeper Craig Gordon joined Sunderland from which Scottish club?
Hearts.
Correct. Who is this?
Gordon Strachan.
Correct. Which club does Strachan currently manage?
Celtic.
Correct. What is the collective nickname given to the two Glasgow Giants?
Pass.
The Old Firm. Who was the first player to score 100 Scottish Premier League goals?
Kenny Dalglish.
Wrong. Henrik Larsson. Who is this?
Chris Sutton.
Correct. Celtic signed Sutton from which club in the year 2000?
Chelsea.
Correct. Who was the first player to score 100 goals in both the Scottish and English leagues?
Frank McAvenny.
Wrong. The answer is Kenny Dalglish. Which former Celtic player was the first Catholic to play for Rangers?
Mo Johnston.
Correct. Which Scottish club provided the entire Scottish team for their first international? You have time remaining.
Rangers.
Wrong. The answer is Queen's Park. And your time is up. At the end of your second round of the draw, the Thai Reds have scored 6 points. That completes the draw. Let's have a look at the scores. It's a narrow lead then for the Thai Reds heading into the final round. 20 points. They lead by 2 from the Malaya Superstars. We're headed for a short break here on Samsung Kickoff, but for those of you who have always dreamed of playing and training with Chelsea Football Club, this is an opportunity for you to train like a pro. Ever dreamt of training with the Premier League's finest? Well, here's your chance to train like a pro with Chelsea. For details of how to enter Samsung's exclusive Train Like a Pro competition, log on to www.espnstar.com/kickoff. Welcome back to our final part of Samsung Kickoff, where the Thai Reds lead the Malaya Superstars by 20 points to 18. Plenty of points, though, up for grabs in our final round. It's called Quickfire. There are 3 rounds of Quickfire. The first worth 4 points, the second worth 6, and the final round worth 10. It's all about being the fastest on the buzzer. +1 for a correct answer, -1 for an incorrect answer. I'm joined in the hot zone by the captains Paul Walsh and John Beresford. Can I have 1 minute on the clock, please? Fingers on buzzers. Your minute starts right now. Who served as Watford manager twice, as well as taking the role? Yes, John.
Graham Taylor.
Correct. Thierry Henry left Arsenal for which? Yes, Paul.
Barcelona.
Correct. Which former Everton boss was the last English manager to win the FA Cup? The answer is too late, Joe Royle. Who was the chairman of Southampton between 1996 and 2006? Paul.
Rupert Lowe.
Correct. Which club play their home games at the Riverside Stadium? Paul.
Middlesbrough.
Correct. Who is the current manager of Russia? John. Too late. The answer is Goose Hiddink, one away. The New England Revolution are managed by which former Liverpool player? The answer is Steve Nicol. Which former chairman appointed Sam Allardyce as Newcastle manager? Yes, Paul. The answer is Freddie Shepherd, one away. Which midfielder left Reading on a free transfer for Chelsea? Yes, John.
Steve Sidwell.
Correct. Who was replaced as manager of Wigan in November 2007? Paul.
Paul Jewell.
Wrong. The answer is Chris Hutchings. What is the Brazilian fullback Marcos Evangelista de Moraes, better known as Time is Up? I cannot finish the question, and you'll be delighted to know that at the end of the first round of Quickfire, it's a draw.
Oh, no.
Let's have a look at how that affects the scores. And not surprisingly, with no points gained from the first round of Quickfire, there's no change to the score. The Thai Reds still lead by 2. It's time for the second round of Quickfire with just 2 points the difference between the two teams. 6 points up for grabs in this second round of Quickfire, and I'm joined in the hot zone by Nizam and Chet. Gentlemen, fingers on buzzers, please. Can I have 60 seconds on the clock? Good luck. Your 60 seconds start right now. Which of the Milan clubs play in blue and black striped shirts? Chet.
Inter Milan.
Correct. In which park do Liverpool want to build their new stadium? Yes, Chet.
Stanley Park.
Correct. Who is the only Korean to have played for Manchester United? Chet.
Park Ji-sung.
Correct. David Beckham trained with which London club at the end of the MLS? Yes, Chet.
Arsenal.
Correct. Which French club have won the last 6 League One titles? Chet.
Lyon.
Correct. Can you name the well-travelled French striker who joined Chelsea in the January 2008? Yes, Chet.
Nicolas Anelka.
Correct. In which year did Sir Alex Ferguson join Manchester United? The answer is 1986. Which Frenchman is Manchester United's first-choice left-back? Chet.
Patrick Evra.
Correct. Which club has won the most Serie A titles? Yes, Nizam.
Juventus.
Is the correct answer. In which decade was the Bundesliga founded? The answer is the 1960s. What nationality are the owners of West Ham United? The answer is Icelandic. Time is up. Chet, from the Thai Reds, you've just won 6 points for your team. Let's have a look at how that affects the overall scores. Going into the final round of Quickfire, the Thai Reds are in the lead by 26 points to 18. It's the third round of Quickfire. It's the final round of the day. 8 points between the Thai Reds and the Malaya Superstars heading into this, but there are 10 points up for grabs. I've got Hafiz on my right. I have Pai on my left. Everything is at stake. Everything is up for grabs. Nervous? Confident?
Sure.
60 seconds on the clock, please. Fingers on buzzers. Your 60 seconds start now. Roy Keane took over from which caretaker manager at Sunderland in... Yes, Pai.
Niall Quinn.
Is the correct answer. Avram Grant managed which country before joining... Yes, Pai.
Israel.
Is the correct answer. Who is the current Israeli captain? The answer is Yossi Benayoun. Jurgen Klinsmann was announced as a future coach of which club? Pai.
Bayern Munich.
Correct. Louis Saha joined which northeastern English club on loan? Yes, Hafiz.
Fulham.
The answer is Newcastle United. Martin O'Neill played over 250 games for which Midlands club? The answer is Nottingham Forest. Which Australian defender signed for West Ham United from Blackburn? Yes, Pai.
Lucas New.
Correct. Which Italian club has Roy Hodgson managed twice? The answer is too late, Pai. Inter Milan. How many times did George Graham manage Arsenal to league success? The answer is twice. What is Portsmouth's nickname? Yes, Pai.
The Pompey.
Correct. Which club used to play at the Dell? Yes, Pai.
Southampton.
Correct. Which Italian defender is the current AC Milan captain? Pai.
Paolo Maldini.
Paolo Maldini is the correct answer. The time was up, but it doesn't matter because Pai, you have taken 10 points for your team. Let's have a look at the final scores. It was tight all the way through to the last round of Quickfire, but it's the Thai Reds who emerge with a 36-18 victory over the Malaya Superstars. Unbelievable tension in the studio, but it's the Thai Reds who are through to the next round. Guys, commiserations. You kept them honest all the way up until the end. Clearly you're disappointed, but you gave a good account of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's pressure at the end, isn't it? You know, it's all or nothing, and you know, the lads over there, Chet Umpire experience was here last time out, and the guys done well, but just not quite had it in the locker.
Well, you're not necessarily out of the competition, of course. You could qualify as one of the best runners-up, but for the runners-up of last season's competition, you're through to the next round, but it was nervy, wasn't it?
Yeah, nervy, but I was also confident. As well as you said, experience, and you know, these are one of the favourites for the competition. So I think we'll be seeing a lot more of them.
Good stuff, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Commiserations once again to the Malaya Superstars. Congratulations to the Thai Reds. Don't forget, you can take part in Samsung Kickoff and find out a little bit more about the competition by logging onto our website, www.espnstar.com. Do join us again for another scintillating edition of Samsung Kickoff. Until then, from all of us, it's goodbye.
Samsung Kickoff is brought to you by Samsung.